I dreamt about you last night, Opie. You just made me remember it.
What?
Me and you were going. It had something to do with...
Was it homoerotic?
No.
Well,
it was a Red Eye episode, and Andy Levy was there, and there was like 2 places to watch it, and Jim Brewer was in one area watching it. And me and you were going from one area of watching it to another. We had to walk across a parking lot with snow. And you had 2 big heavy bags, like luggage, and they were both made of snow.
Stupid
and I said to Opie, I really miss Carlin. And I felt like I wanted to cry, so I didn't talk about it anymore.
Oh.
And he's complaining his bags are too heavy. So I'm like, well, I'll carry one. So he gives me his luggage, and it's made of ice. And I'm carrying Opie's ice luggage, walking down a little snowy hill. I don't know what it means.
I know what it means. Look, my heart's getting a little warmer. Let's relax.
Why?
Icy luggage.
Icy baggage.
right, icy baggage.
His baggage of ice.
Oh, maybe I wanted to help him carry his load. Either that or I wanted him to come so it would freeze so I could carry it home and drink it. I hope it doesn't mean that.
I know what it means. My heart's getting a little warmer.
No, there was,
Just
it was
a little bit.
Ice luggage.
Ice luggage.
Who knows? Sam would be the one toting his ice luggage.
Of course he would. It's right down the parkway.
We're gonna
walk, sissy boy.
We're gonna get into all the Atlantic City stories. Let me start with just a tiny one because it doesn't do the one I want to tell, and Ant's got some good ones. Jimmy certainly has some good ones, but it just relates to this Red Eye that you did last night.
Yes,
and you talked about Anthony a little bit and his gambling and our AC trip. Let me tell you something. This Andy Levy, me and him palled around after your show Saturday and did some gambling. I don't gamble like Anthony or Danny, but I do my share.
Yeah.
I lost $500. That's my action. And I was up, and then I met Andy Levy, and I turned him on to 3-card. I don't think he likes me for that.
Oh, really?
And then we went to the blackjack table. We are the worst gambling partners. We both lost everything. Everything in my little dumb world, you know what I mean? Because I don't throw a lot of action down, but me and Andy finally looked at each other like, yeah, maybe next time we'll hang out at a hockey game or something, because
this ain't working.
I was cooling him, he was cooling me. Like, he would watch me play 3-card, and he sat down for a little bit, and I lost everything on the 3-card table. And then I went to the blackjack table where he was doing well, and then he lost everything, and I lost everything. We couldn't fucking hit on nothing.
Two mushes to each other?
Two mushes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, Atlantic City.
Yes, what a
You only got home
time.
a few hours ago, right? Didn't you stay all day yesterday?
I got home about 8 o'clock, I guess. Was that about 8 o'clock last night?
8 o'clock last night, wow.
Stayed the whole weekend. Yeah, the limo ride home was, ooh.
What?
Everybody was just,
Everyone just crashed out?
We really go hardcore as far as the gambling goes, the drinking, the festivities, and it goes into the next morning. Whatever night we're doing it, it goes completely into the next morning. Now, Friday, of course, we left the show.
Right.
Friday. I went home.
Right.
1 o'clock, the Borgata mobile comes, picks me up. These guys, I cannot stress to you how great the Borgata is. I swear to you. It is astounding to me.
Well, they're not giving Jimmy and I the same treatment.
Well, you know,
I mean, Jimmy, they're taking care of too, because he's playing in their facility down there.
They send the big giant super stretch, so I sit there and I could sleep. I sleep the way there.
What do you mean
that
the big
like
giant super stretch?
It's 10 miles long. This goddamn car. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a picture of it?
It's
yeah. Is it one of those limos that has the extra wheels?
No, not extra wheels.
And it actually has a joint?
No, it doesn't have a bending joint.
It doesn't
in the
have
middle.
a joint?
But it's a great car. They load it up with whatever you need. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So we get in there. We take off. See,
that's the Borgata.
That's beautiful.
Jesus.
You could lay down in there. Lay down in there. It's great.
Wow.
And they hook us up. It's amazing. But we party pretty hard, so when we were driving back home, we'll get to all the stories and stuff. Driving back home, everybody was just shot. Danny's blasting farts and just stinking everything up.
Good boy.
Jimmy's proud.
That was actually, I didn't mean to do it, but when we were leaving, I mean, because you're eating and you're drinking all weekend, and it wreaks havoc on your insides.
Yeah. What was even worse, we're in the elevator, leaving the room.
Well, I meant to do it outside of the elevator, but the elevator was there, and I had had to now get in the elevator. So of course,
and how it follows you in.
Follows you in, and I was just like, well, what are the chances someone else is going to get on?
Someone else. The elevator goes, and it goes from like the 30th floors, and then hits that express where it just goes down, and no one's getting on. We notice it's slowing down. It's like we start laughing like, uh-oh. The elevator just reeks of fucking beer shit. It's like you shit on the floor.
Beer,
of the elevator.
whiskey, and greasy breakfast.
Yeah, and who walks in? Our two hosts that have been like taking care of us impeccably the entire weekend. They walk in,
and it smells like I took a shit in the elevator.
It smells like you shit in the elevator.
What do they refer to you as, the scumbag brigade?
I think they do.
The host.
It's the people that should not be in this position.
We have no business being in that facility whatsoever.
None.
Wow.
Oh, it was fantastic.
And I got to stay in the same side that Anthony stays in.
The water club.
It's usually it's the water club.
Yeah.
Fucking, I honestly can tell you it's the best hotel room I've ever been in.
Isn't it amazing? The friggin' suites are beautiful. The friggin' view is even nice.
I felt like a true gentleman.
Yeah.
I walk in, there's a big flat screen that says, "Welcome, Jim Norton."
Jim Norton.
Like, that's me.
I walk in, I plop down on the couch, and that is the end of anything I have to do for myself. It's wonderful. The butlers come in immediately. They come in and start mixing drinks, opening bottles of wine. They're putting beers on ice.
The what?
Excuse me?
The what comes in?
The butlers.
The butlers.
Not butler, butlers.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we were each supposed to get one, and they accidentally gave two to you.
No, we need two butlers.
I didn't get
How big was your room?
It's a two-bedroom.
Bigger than my apartment,
With that,
guaranteed.
Put it this way. Danny's girl has a broken kneecap.
Right.
Right? So they sent up one of those scooters.
Right.
They sent up one of those, like, little rascal scooters. But this fucking thing had, like, high gear where you could really get it going.
Where you could rock.
We were racing around the suite on this thing, smashing into the tables. Keith almost turned it over, making a right turn into the bathroom. It was racing around the tables.
Within 5 minutes of showing up at the Borgata, we immediately just started acting like asinine children.
His beer in one hand and then just trying to circumnavigate the suite at maximum speed on one of these really fast little rascals.
What asshole?
And slamming into tables.
Fucking asshole.
Chairs are flying.
Fucking assholes.
You have a lot more fun than us.
We're insane.
I thought I was
when we
crazy
go there.
because I got there and I opened the peanuts immediately and treated myself.
I was excited at one point because I was up $100 in chips.
It was.
God, my life sucks.
It's just so much fun to hang out.
Yeah, but you got to take us through this because you got hosts, you got butlers, you got stretch limos. You're a whale. You're officially a whale.
That's
right?
what they call me, I guess.
And they just want you
to gamble a lot of money.
I'm just doing the ABCs for people out there. They want you to go down to the casino to bet because your action is a lot larger than certainly mine and Jimmy's.
I go to the big boy table.
The big boy table.
Big boy table.
And of course the butlers are coming in right
2-6.
away to get you all juiced up, hoping that you would make some bad moves down at the tables.
You know what? You always
I want to
think
get into
that.
the psychology of this whole thing.
I'll be honest with you. You always think that, like a lot of people think, oh, it's going to be one of these situations where they try to fuck you up and trip you up and stuff. Once you sit down at the casino table, you know, the odds are what they are.
Right.
And they're
they're trying to make the odds even worse for you.
But
because there's some rules about gambling, like you shouldn't gamble.
To come back.
You shouldn't gamble drunk or tired.
Why would I gamble if I was sober?
No, I'm just saying.
Exactly, who would do that?
But I'm just saying.
My money.
Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this, though. I'm just saying that's the basic rules of big-time gambling. So if you got hosts and butlers that are opening up, bottles of wine and mixing drinks right away, they're kind of trying to get you juiced up. You make some bad moves down at the table.
You know what, though? I don't even buy that part. It really is. They want you to enjoy yourself, come back, and bring friends with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not just going to be there alone. Now, I go and people come with me. And they're sitting there gambling and having fun and using their restaurants and everything else. So they're spending money.
And they don't want you completely loaded before you gamble. No. Because then you just stay in the room and get loaded. I don't think they whatever you they get you.
But all I'm saying is I think there is a science to it. I mean, they
might be.
You're smart enough to try to, I think you figure it out.
I don't see it as much of a conspiracy like that. I see it as...
Well, they want you to lose, don't they?
Well, I guess any casino, if you're in the casino business, and you want to make money, you make money off of people not winning. So,
right.
But the thing is, the odds are set already that the house is favored. So you're going to win, you're going to lose, you're going to, whatever. But the more time you spend there, the more money, the relationships you make, the restaurants you eat in, that's when they start really taking care of you.
Right.
And I have never been treated as well as I have at the Borgata. It's unbelievable.
Honestly, they do take good care of you.
The place is friggin' impeccable. The girls that go there, first of all, the Borgata babes, I defy you to find a better casino outside of Vegas that has hotter girls walking around serving drinks. Like, you go to the Trop, they're old ladies that should be in diners with fucking egg plates up their arms and a big beehive hairdo. And these girls are wearing skirts where you're just like, holy shit.
They got the nice cleavage.
It's beautiful.
They got some good cleavage, every single one of them.
The clubs, they got that. What's that one? Murmur, where you go there on a Monday night and you walk around with a boner. It's just, they're gorgeous and they're nude. They're walking around pretty much nude. It's unbelievable, but we had such a goddamn good time.
I dropped $60 on video poker.
Hey,
and
easy.
I'm like, I had trying to find someone to give my card to. I'm not much of a gambler.
Want to get rated here?
I spend a lot of money in the restaurants. I don't trust myself gambling, so my luck stinks. But it's fun to walk around and just watch people, man. Like, it's a really fun place to just see how people interact, how ritualistic people are. I watched Anthony gamble in the high roller. It was fucking fun, man.
Yeah, it really is fucking fun. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you got to.
It was fun to watch an emotionally healthy person have a fun weekend.
Is it insane, Jimmy? Because when I saw Ann on Friday, you were taking a break from the tables.
Yeah, I do.
You needed a little break, I heard.
Back off every so often.
You had to back up and regroup, I heard.
Just regroup, maybe play a little poker instead.
Mellow out a little bit.
Yeah, mellow out a little bit.
But then Jimmy saw you back gambling, and I'm so jealous I missed out.
We watched Anthony gamble at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I hung for like an hour. We were just hanging out, talking, and, he played a few hands. And it's fun to watch Ant when he's gambling because he has certain things that he does. And every gambler has like little rituals. They all do. And Anthony's are, can I say what yours are, the little rituals? They're nothing terrible.
Please, certainly.
It's like when Anthony gets like say he gets like an ace, and the next card he wants to be like a 10, a queen, a jack. He'll point at the card and go, blackjack!
Yes! And before he even knows what the card is.
Hoping for a blackjack. Yeah. And he'll say to the dealer, if the dealer has, like, say, a 2 and a 10, Ant will say he wants them to get a certain card, and if they don't get it, Anthony will go, that's not the card I wanted you to get. It's like he's scolding a child for making wee-wee on the rug instead of a stranger who has just taken basically an Escalade from him. And like what Ant will do is if he has cards that aren't like an ace, like let's say Ant gets a 7 and a 9 or an 8, he gets 15 and he needs a 6, whatever card he needs, say a 4, 5, 6, or 7, he'll go 5, please. He'll ask for the card, please. A 7, please. Thank you. Or that's not a 7. Why do you do that?
Yeah,
why do they do that? Blackjack! And I'm like, I am watching a mentally unhinged person.
Can you add to the fact that he's not at the $25 table?
Oh my He's in the high roller area.
He's in the high roller area where people take it very serious.
But it's like Ant is just reacting honestly the way everybody wants to react. But, he's not...
God, that's perfect.
Even in his moments where he's not pleased, he's still Anthony. And look, his hair was a mess. Anthony, by the way, whatever they did to you, you look great. I mean, his hair looks great. He had no hat on. He was all askew. I'm a saucier. He really is a fucking chef from Apocalypse Now looking motherfucker. And it was fun to watch, man.
I was in the 200 minimum, 6,000 maximum room where, obviously you could bet, you can't bet any less than 200, and you can't bet any more than 6,000. And sometimes you sit and I play 3 spots, and you could actually max out 3 spots.
Yeah.
So that's...
Wait, you played 3 spots at one time?
And max bet all 3. So
6,000?
6, 6, and 6. So you're talking, a lot of money on the line, where if you win, you scream like a maniac, like fucking in Goodfellas. Where he rolls the dice.
Here's what I twittered watching Anthony was like. It was like the combination of The Bad Lieutenant and Barfly. It was watching everybody, every ounce come on. It was fun to watch.
Unhinged.
And then he has a pillow there. There was a really nice luxury pillow, as most adults will have when they need to scream into something in public.
This was the introductory week and for the pillow.
It's great.
I've never had the pillow before, but a pillow was brought out so that I could slam my face into it and yell, "You fucking cunt,"
or punch it,
or whatever I needed to do to get that off and shake it off for the next hand.
My friend in his late 40s gambles the way most youngsters are molested. He yells and screams and puts his face in a pillow.
Rocks back and forth. Just rocks back and forth.
It really is.
Blackjack! The finger pointing. Blackjack!
5, please.
5, please. That's not a 5.
I'll take a 6 or a jack, whatever you want to give me.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, that's good. And then when the dealer's showing a 4, and I hit, and I finally work it up to a 20 with a big bet, and then watch the dealer turn over a 7 and a picture card. What is this?
Yeah.
They can't do it. There's no way that's possible. Oh, why don't you give me your cards? Oh, look, I get a 4, 14, 24. Thanks. Why can't I maybe hit and get a 7 like you do? You suck.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
what about the people you gamble with? I mean, not Danny and Keith and all, but the rest of the people around you must just be thrilled to have you at their table.
They're actually kind of... They're okay with it because they get to watch some really intense betting. Like even at the big boy tables, I don't think there are people betting like I am. To be honest with you, I don't see a lot of people with a lot of pumpkin chips. They're called, which are the thousands.
Wow!
Just
have you ever had a pumpkin chip?
Pumpkins.
No.
Pumpkins.
Well, yeah, for Halloween I had a couple.
Pumpkins.
Did you get it?
Yeah, Halloween.
Pumpkin
I
chip.
got it there, Chip. Oh, Chip.
He's asking me questions.
Chip.
I'm a sensation.
Ass. No, you're not.
It was gambling. I said, "What are you gambling? Why don't you just roll the dice on the table or something? Get really crazy."
Yeah, that's exactly it. You ass.
It was very, very entertaining.
Keith's on the line.
Oh, Keith, of
Keith
course.
the Enabler. How are you, man?
Sometimes I do feel like I am the enabler. I mean, I set up the line of credit, I do all this stuff and everything, and I sit there and I go, Jesus Christ, what am I doing to this man?
Nah, you're working, man. You're helping him out. You're working. It's different.
Keith's on the job at that point.
You're Dr. Nicopolis to Elvis. I'll just buy the goddamn drugstore.
Like the doctor for Michael Jackson. They're eventually going to lock me up. And it's going to be bad. Jimmy, how about, did you witness when he violently punches himself in the leg? Did you guys talk about that?
No, I wish I had seen that.
You got a bruised leg?
Well, there's nothing to punch. I sometimes do punch Keith.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, I will turn around and punch Keith and then apologize that I just hit him.
Does he punch hard or does he have girl arms?
No, he does punch kind of hard. Hence why I did bring the pillow out.
Yes.
That's what led to the pillow.
Yeah.
Punch this instead of me. Thank you.
And then sometimes I'll just and whale myself in the thigh so I could shake it off, because I got to shake it off. Then sometimes I'll push back from the table and go, all right, hold on. You're not dealing another card. Wait. I'm taking a sip of my beverage, and I'll sit here as long as I damn well please. And then I'll wait, and then go, okay. Shook it off, continue.
There are a lot worse, though. We knew some high roller in Vegas who was the high roller at a casino, And apparently he had lost like $8 million in a weekend or something.
Jesus.
And he actually flipped one of the blackjack tables over, whatever it was.
Oh, wow, really?
There are guys that get violent, like really bad. Anthony just grunts and fucking screams into a pillow. He's not dangerous. He's just a fucking, he's just fun to watch.
I do. I also will get up from the table, walk away, and spit on the floor. I'm going like, you fuck. And be like really angry like that. And then last night, there's a certain, I will just say, a certain ethnicity in dealer that when I sit and there's a white male dealing, you know that win or lose, you're probably going to have a good time. These guys got stories, the table's full, maybe everybody's kind of talking back and forth, having fun. And there were two guys, Jim and Ron, that were unbelievable dealers. They could not shovel out enough chips to all of us. Me, Danny, and Keith walked away like high rollers because of these two guys. It was great. But occasionally you get a certain ethnicity in dealer that I call the machines. They are machines. They will just sit there. They won't talk to you. They won't smile. They look, deal the cards,
so why don't you
scoop your money away.
Why don't you get up from that table and say,
because
you know what, give me somebody that's not a machine.
Here's why.
You probably can make that happen.
You'd be getting up and moving every friggin' 5 minutes.
Really?
It's one of those deals. They replace your guy, like Jim or Ron had to leave, and then they send in like one of the machines, and then you got to sit there. And for a while, I was taking $100 chip, putting it down, and going, okay, that's all I'm playing. That's it. Boom, boom, boom.
They go on a 20-minute break.
Yeah, they go on a 20-minute break. And then the good guy comes back, and bam, again, he's just pounding us and paying us. But certain ethnicity that I was getting so upset that I suggested that perhaps she would look better like that picture, if she was like that picture in Vietnam of the napalm girl running down the street, burnt and nude. None too happy with that comment, but neither was the guy who had sat at the table right next to it, who was of the same ethnicity. So he sat down and turned and looked at me, and I looked at him, I looked away, and I noticed he's still looking at me. So I turn and look at him, he puts his finger up and goes, shh, and shushes me. And I look at him, I go, what the fuck are you looking at? What the fuck are you looking at? And at that point, I think Keith and Danny both went, why don't we move tables?
That's great. He was the fucking waiter in Goodfellas who was just staring after your outburst.
He did not enjoy my comment and wanted me to know he was very angry with me, and I was not taking it. Was not taking it. The machines.
It's getting to almost close to the point like when Joe Pesci is playing blackjack in Casino, and Anthony is going to be where he's taking the cards and he's throwing them back in the guy's face.
Yeah.
Look at this beaut.
Look at this beaut. Yeah. Take this fucking card. It was a lot of fun. The room service also. I've never seen a collection of pigs like we had in that room. Just slobs. Yeah, I hibernated on Saturday. I did not experience a Saturday. I missed Jimmy's show, by the way. I went down to see Jimmy's show. I did not see Jimmy's show.
Did you really go down? I didn't even, I thought you were still in bed.
I missed your show completely.
No, he missed Saturday.
Again,
Friday
Oh, you went down to AC to see my show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. You were still out.
When did you hit the tables on Friday?
I went Friday. I left, like I said, again, I wake up very early for the show Friday. We do the show. I leave. I go home. Didn't nap. Now, so I'm still up, stay up. We go to Atlantic City. No napping again. Right to the tables. I'm playing, and we go to dinner. We gamble until the next morning at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, about that 10
So
o'clock.
I was up 24, 25, 26, 27.
So you finally crashed
almost 30 hours.
10 a.m. Saturday morning.
11, around there.
Wow.
And again, you know, boy, you're not paying for your beers when you're at the tables. So I woke up at some point on Saturday. It was like, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm just going to plop a few movies on, whatever, sit here, lay here, sleep on and off. And I wound up getting up. I went to sleep Saturday morning at 11 o'clock and got up when? Sunday night at 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you sick?
No, I had a headache, but I didn't get sick or anything. I had a pretty good pounding headache, but I was in bed like I finally got out and
that's like
because do you have bed sores?
Yeah, no kidding. That's like 36 hours,
36
right?
hours.
Yeah.
I was in bed for 36 hours.
Holy shit!
You know, and Ange is there, my wife, and Danny and his chick, and we're hanging out because we have the 2-bedroom suite, so we're in the big living room area, and we're just waiting. We're like, eventually he's got to get up. So my wife starts to get a little concerned, and she's like, "Well, check on him. I'm like, all right. So first I just open the door a little bit, and there's a huge mountain of covers, and you see a couple bodies under the bed, and it's freezing cold in there.
Yeah, I turned the temperature down to like 60 degrees.
Right. So now, like, I come back out, and they're like, "Is he okay?" And I go, well, it's like 60 degrees. I go, either he's okay or he's dead, and his chick is trying to preserve the body because she doesn't know what to say, and she won't come out of the room. So, I waited a couple more hours, and then, finally just got to the point of, well, just check on it. So finally I go back in, and
it's like, hey, pal.
a little nudge, and they're like, why? I go, pal, you all right? He goes, yeah, I'm fine.
Hit me. What? Yeah. Double down.
And I went, all right. I went out of the room and back out. I said, no, he's
That's how Anthony wakes up. Black Jack.
Hit me.
5, please.
Say that all morning.
7, please.
Jesus.
Oh, I am annoying. But they're great. They all know me now, so I'm in.
They know you're all right.
I'm in.
Of course they do.
When's the next trip?
I don't know.
You're the 12-step meeting in a hat.
But it did get to the point. Did you talk about the other morning? I just woke up. So did you talk about the other morning when a certain dealer couldn't deal with you anymore, and when you went to the restroom?
Oh yeah. I guess one of the dealers, one of the machines, didn't like me very much. I guess blackjack and all that kind of stuff, and especially in the high roller section, it's pretty much known. The bathroom is right there. You don't have to go traipsing all over the place to find a bathroom. So I'm making my normal bets. I'm playing the game, and everyone at the table is cool. I go to the bathroom. I come back. It was during a shuffle. I go to the bathroom. I don't just leave. You can't come in mid-shoe. If they're already dealing a new shuffle, you can't come back in the game. You got to wait until they're done and reshuffle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You can't just sit down like the other tables?
No, you got to wait.
Really?
So I go to the bathroom. I come back. She's dealing. She's dealing the cards. I go, what are you doing? And she says, no one wanted to wait. And meanwhile, she was like telling people not to wait.
Why he was gone. It's just common courtesy. He's got a lot of money. He was down at that point too.
Yeah.
So you wait for it.
Maybe prolong it.
But meanwhile, she says, you want to deal? You want to deal? Like, and the guy's like, no, I'll wait. And she's like, oh no, we can start. And then she goes to start dealing cards. I go, whoa, what are you doing? He's going to be right back. She just deals, and then Aunt walked out. She wasn't even done dealing the first hand, and then she tells him, oh, you gotta wait.
Yeah,
did you tell your host? Complain about it?
At some point, I think, but I just,
Did he complain about it? Yeah, for the next 7.5 hours. I mean, it was like 11 o'clock at night.
I was pissed.
Hey,
I
look,
was being treated suchly by that dealer.
Yeah, I have to go see went back to Pit Boss. Our host, Mike, who is a saint, takes care of everything for us. I got to keep calling him and texting him, But it's just...
I'm very high maintenance.
It was the only bad thing of.
No, that was the only, and it was the dealer was just being a prick. She was just being a piece of shit. She did not appreciate my style of gameplay, and she wanted me off the table. Well, so she waited till I went to take a pee. Though. Shuffled faster than I've ever seen anyone shuffle, I would gather.
I'm sure the casino would be pissed off of that.
Very.
Probably.
blackjack.
Yes.
That's not her call.
6, please.
6, please. Why do they do that?
Dude, you guys
Dealer, I needed that money.
Yeah. All right, well, I have to get in the car to go to your house, though. If there's anything else, I'll call back in.
Buy a sweet potato.
Alrighty, sir. I'll watch you on my security cameras.
There you go.
Feel that.
All right, brother.
You do that.
Let's say hi to John in Virginia. John.
Hey there, Jan.
Welcome aboard, John.
How's it going? I'd like to speak to Mr. Rain Man. I was wondering, did you double down on any max bets, and what would happen if you lost?
Yeah, I've doubled down, split, and then double down, and then I've had 11s, and then turned over a fucking ace, which was happening all weekend. It was happening to Danny too, and we were all laughing that it was the Anthony hand.
I just got lucky. I was getting lucky with those, though.
We were getting lucky because the dealer was busted.
Yeah.
But there were so many hands where it's like, all right, I got a good hand. Let me double down on this 11. The dealer's showing jack shit, nothing, and I double down, and that fucking ace pops out and gives me a 12, and that was happening.
What's the most you were down at any point? What's the most you were down at any point?
I don't like talking specifics as far as cash goes because, I just don't like people listening and whatever. Let's just leave it at that. But it was a lot. But
well, I hope you got a free buffet.
But I wound up doing very well. Danny did amazing. And Keith also did very well. We had a good last outing. Made up a lot of ground.
That was definitely the way that the weekend needed to end.
Yeah, all of us sitting at the big boy table, just cranking out.
You guys,
Ron and Jim.
You guys play any craps or any roulette?
No, it's all about blackjack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, peace out.
Good time,
brother.
Later, man.
Let's go to Alec in Boston. Alec.
What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
I'd like to know whether Ant had any altercations with any players at the table for maybe surrendering on a hand, not hitting on a 16, anything like that.
Well, no surrendering at that casino, but
what about the no hitting and
like no hitting? No, for the most part, the people know how to play. If they're sitting down, they know how to play. But there are certain times they'll ask, hey, do you mind if I do this or do that? And then you're like, whatever. Yeah, I usually say, hey, it's your game. You do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Well, that's nice of you because I've seen some shit go on.
Oh, I've seen people get angry. But you know what it is? I've seen people get more pissed at the fucking $10 table than I have at the $200 table.
I wish someone would fucking yell at me for doing something wrong. I would go, shut up. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking, statistically, it's a wash. You superstitious boob. If some guy at a $10 table, hey, shut up, addict. Fuck you and your ritual. It means nothing.
I'm going to play my $100 here and enjoy myself. Shut up, addict.
I'll fucking hit on a 19 if I want to.
Just to fuck you over.
Someone did hit on a 16 with the dealer showing a lower card, lower than a 7, and hit it. They hit like a 3. And then the dealer pulled a card and wound up busting, which they wouldn't have busted unless that person handled it. So, I mean, obviously you're not supposed to do that, and it does piss people off, but you never know. I just say play your game. Unless I got a ridiculous bet up there, then I pretty much want it done by the rules, so I can't really blame anybody else but the horrid dealer or myself.
All right.
I hear you. Busting out.
Let's go to Brian in Texas. Brian!
Your boys.
What's up?
And what's your betting situation in the high rollers room? And tipping the check?
Tipping? The dealers love when I win. Love when I win. I tip usually only black chips, hundreds, and then yesterday I was tipping the dealers thousands. I was tipping the dealers like $1,000 chips.
Wow.
Here you go. Wham. Because they were fucking hooking me up.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
It was a hell of an outing.
I've never been tipped $1,000, Mac. That'd be good therapy, too.
Let's say hi to Casino Guy. Casino Guy.
Shit, for $1,000, you should have someone standing next to you to scream for you so you don't hurt your voice when
Oh, it's Keith. I know my voice is all... If you notice, I'm a little gravelly today from... Yeah, Blackjack! Blackjack!
Anyways, just so you know, Opie, you're actually... you may have already touched on this. I was on the phone. They want you to be happy. That's why they kick your ass. They don't want you to be drunk and all that because they want you to come back. They know eventually the odds are in their favor. And it's the same way when they change dealers. They do that. It has nothing to do with the dealer if it's hot or cold. I mean, the cards are going to come out the way they come out, whether it's the black guy, the white guy, the purple guy, whatever.
You know what? You're absolutely right, but I've played enough games to know that something fucking happens. I don't know what it's mental or not, but when you get a dealer that is kicking ass and giving you cards and busting and you're making money, and then they change the dealer, and all of a sudden, the next cards that come out are shit for you, and every single card that comes out is shit. You gotta go like, how? How does that work?
Well, realize it's going to go up and down in blackjack, and they know that if one dealer is winning and the next dealer is losing, chances are you're going to stay at that table till that winning dealer comes back.
Yeah, of course. But it's just, it astounds me how... It astounds me how there is just a line of good cards, bad cards, and that it hits that line right when they change the dealer.
And here's the one thing you're not doing, or you're not getting yet. When you get that limo ride home, ask for a massage girl in the limo.
We have massage tables in
No,
our
did you hear
table.
this? Massage girl in the limo for the ride home.
That sounds like a little better than just a massage.
Huh? Yeah, and we'll send you. It's an escort, but we legally call it a massage girl.
I would love one. I make my girlfriend ride in the front with the driver.
You know, give him a hand job.
You can. When she's done, if you want some private time, you can send her up to the front and ride with the limo.
No, what I like is just sleeping in the limo. That's it. I don't want anyone bugging me. I want to sleep because it's like a time machine. Like I've said, you go to sleep, you wake up, you're home. It's great.
A blowjob does that too.
Exactly. She's not going to sit there and play chess with you. Talk about the fucking Haitian earthquake. She's going to suck your dick. What's wrong with you? How relaxed do you need to be? Nah, get your mouth off my dick. I don't want to be all stressed out later.
Right. She'll have you coming before you pay the toll out of Atlantic City.
That's the guarantee. A finger in your ass by exit 50, a load by exit 81.
You'll still have 2 hours to yourself.
You drop off at the rest area.
All right, check it out.
Casino guy, you roll. Let's say hi to David in California. David.
What's up, boys?
Hey, man. David.
Hey, Jimmy, I'll be seeing you February 20th in San Francisco at Comp.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, I'm finally getting back out to San Francisco.
Yes, so far 3 years in a row.
Oh, good.
Hey, Anthony, I just want to know, does your chick have to stay in the arcade because she's too young to be on the floor?
Yeah, that's it. She had to stay in the room and watch Harry Potter movies.
I took care of her.
A boo-boo-boo.
A boo-boo-boo. How do you know that all the way out there, you fucking freak?
A boo-boo-boo. Wow. Coast to coast.
Jesus. What else? I'm trying to think, what else?
What else? The great fucking phone call we got in the car as we're in the Lincoln Tunnel.
Oh, my God. I don't know how you fucking pulled that one off.
Fuck. We're leaving the city.
Yeah, but my story doesn't do justice to what Ant just fucking
doesn't matter. It's still enjoyable.
It shows the contrasting, personalities and camps, really.
Well, I left right after the show on Friday. Wanted to get down there early so I could nap, so then we could do dinner and do the whole freaking, casino thing. And I'm with
dinner.
Yeah. And me and my girl are driving down. No Borgata limo for us.
Oh,
because I don't have a lot of action on the tables. But I should get a limo just because I'm connected to this whole mess.
Exactly.
Right. Mess meaning the whole gambling.
Oh, believe me, it's a mess.
When I
think we should all be getting limos at this point.
I talked to one of the casino guys, one of the head guys, Joe, down there. And he just came down to make sure everything was cool, and he was great. And he was like, "Yeah, we'd like to have you back," because I did very, very well with ticket sales. And believe me, I'm like, "Yeah, well, I come down along with Anthony from the Opie and Anthony show." Oh boy, do I throw your name around! I act like it's up to me whether you come or not. Well, Joe, he only gambles when I'm there. Well, we'd like to invite you for every weekend for the next 6 months.
Joey listens to us, so all we have to say is, Andy can't come down this weekend, and he's going to stay home.
Anthony follows me on the road, Joe. What can I tell you?
Time.
So we're having a nice ride down in Atlantic City, laughing, chatting. It's gonna be a good weekend, and I see the Borgata in the distance. So I'm well over 2 hours into the trip, and my girl has this look of panic on her face, and she goes, "Oh my god." Oh, my God. So I knew right away that she forgot something. I'm like, all right, what'd you forget? We could deal with this. What'd you forget? And I had, like, luggage, because she had to get all my luggage. You know, I had to come in for the show, so I was packed and ready to go. So I'm thinking she forgot, like, a leather jacket I wanted to bring down there, or maybe a dress shirt. A hat. Something that was separate from my actual luggage that she might have forgot.
Pack of chiclets.
My laptop. Yeah. You know, we brought laptops down there. I brought my stupid, my Kindle. What'd she forget? My Kindle? That's okay. I don't need to read anyway. And all of a sudden she goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, what? What'd you forget? She goes, everything. I'm like, what do you mean you forgot everything? She forgot our luggage. Because where we live, I live right next door to Jimmy. The protocol basically is you call a guy and he gets your luggage for you. Like it's a hotel.
You do?
You don't do that?
No, I bring my own luggage down. I don't let them touch my laptop bag.
Oh, I know. I don't let them touch my stuff.
Well, if it's a lot of luggage, you know, for the most part, you're right. We bring our own luggage down the lobby, but because I went to work, a lot of luggage. She needs help. She calls a guy. He comes up and gets to like a hotel. And now she takes another elevator to get our car that's parked in the building. So what she did was she got in the car, and instead of going to the front of the building to pick up our luggage, she's like, oh, I'm in the car. Time to go to Atlantic City. Just takes off.
Just left.
I said
I talked to the guy at my building, you know, when we finally got back. He goes, yeah, after 20 minutes, we just knew. We just knew she left without the luggage.
She left like she was stealing the truck.
So now I have a dilemma because I wanted to take a nap. Because everyone's tired
You're
after the show.
pretty much there, too. It's not
there's no way I could turn around. It wasn't, if we were halfway down, I'd suck it up and go, you know what, whatever. We still have time. We'll fucking go back and get the luggage. But I was looking at the Borgata. So now, in a panic, I'm like, I know. Kenny hasn't left with Jimmy yet. So I called those guys, and I just fucking missed them.
We were in the tunnel in traffic. Like it was like the tunnel was shut down because of something. There was a disabled bus,
right. So
we weren't moving. We were just sitting there, and so we were like, oh, fuck, we're already committed.
Yeah,
we're there.
Yeah. You're in.
Yeah, you're already on your way. I'm like, God, I missed him by like a half hour. And Jimmy lives right next to me. It would have been an easy little fucking thing to do.
Absolutely.
I would have been so happy.
For a small fee, I would have been happy to do that.
So now I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, we have nothing. She's got our hair products and this and that, and we have nothing. So I'm like, what are we going to do? Go down to Atlantic City and buy everything, which, I'm lucky enough I could do that. But then I'm like, where am I going to buy all this stuff? There's nowhere really to shop in the casino. They have a couple shops, but now I have to go like downtown Atlantic City to the outlet malls or something.
Hugo Boss suits or something.
Exactly.
That you're paying money for.
Exactly. So I'm like, holy shit, I know what I got to do. I got to talk someone into fucking coming down here with my goddamn luggage.
Can we, I would like to get the guys in here because I think it's important. E-Rock, come in here, please.
Yes, exactly.
I gotta talk someone into coming down with my luggage. I'm calling my building. I'm like, is there anyone there that's getting off work and wants to make some nice money? I mean, I was, because I'm already thinking the number in my head is easily $2,000 to get everything for the weekend. Easily. I was looking at a shirt because we did get down there early. I'm like, all right, I can wear this shirt. The shirt alone was $120. I'd still need jeans because I went down in dirty fucking sweatpants and then buying everything else. So I'm like, I gotta talk someone into coming down here with my luggage.
See, someone's saying called Club Soda Kenny, but Kenny was with
Jimmy.
He was driving.
And they were already in the tunnel. Yeah.
And I just missed them, like I'm saying. That would have been an easy fix. So I think I got E-Rock on the phone first. I do believe. And I'm like, E-Rock.
You mean zero loyalty, E-Rock?
Yeah, exactly. Wow, did you fucking go down?
Oh, your point value plummeted.
And I'll tell you why it plummeted, because not only did E-Rock say no, he laughed at me. He fucking laughed at me.
Why would he help you? It's not like you gave him a gig in radio. What have you done for E-Rock?
Oh, damn.
He laughed at me.
Yeah, I had stuff to do. I couldn't make it down.
Like what?
I was finishing the weekend programming, and then I told him I couldn't.
I even said, fuck the weekend programming. I need my goddamn luggage.
What else do you have to do?
well, at that time, I was finishing the weekend program. But
and like I said, fuck the weekend program.
Yeah. So he's like, you can come down for the weekend. I said, I can't because then I got to do Sam's show on Saturday night.
Besides put white stuff on your lips, what else did you have to do that moment? Like, you couldn't do it at that moment. What did you have to do?
Pretty much just the weekend stuff.
And then what? This is Friday afternoon now.
Yeah.
See, it's falling apart. Jimmy's got
it. He does.
The Sam show is Saturday night.
You basically had nothing to do except be inconvenienced by me.
So what'd you say?
So I said, I got to finish this, and I don't know if I can make it down to Atlantic City. Let me make a couple calls and find out.
Who'd you have to call?
My chick.
What do you have to say?
Why did you have to call your chick?
Because you invited her down, too, as the incentive, and I said, let me find out where she is. And she was in Philadelphia, so
you were totally willing to do it, and you really wanted to do it, but it was all contingent upon your girlfriend, your wife.
I might have been stalling, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had no desire to help me out.
You actually gave him, like, I'll get back to you?
Yeah.
Twice.
And laughed. And now we're still driving because I'm looking at the Borgata. I'm stranded. I'm in the middle of nowhere's land. And I called Jimmy and Kenny. They're like, oh, dude, we'd love to turn around, but there's traffic in the tunnels. No fucking way. And now we're just driving on. Well, hopefully E-Rock will come through. I turned to I'm like,
you knew.
He's not coming through.
You knew he wasn't.
Who's next on our list?
So what happened? You called your girl. What'd she say?
She was in Philly. She couldn't make it out there.
Couldn't make it out. Why?
She was busy.
Doing?
Work.
And by the way, Philly's very close.
Philly is a hop, skip, and a jump.
A little over an hour.
She didn't have her car with her, so she wouldn't have been able to make it out.
So you're in New York.
I need my luggage.
When was she coming back?
Not till later that night.
Okay, so she's coming back that night.
Yeah.
So basically, you could have finished the weekend programming or just put it aside or given it to Sam and then shot down and either A, met your girl in Philly and driven her back since she didn't have her car, or B, had her take some kind of transportation and meet you in Atlantic City, which would have been a nice weekend for you.
Yeah, could have.
Oh, Steve from Bayshore is saying Opie should have told him he'd be staying in the Hellman's suite. That would have been a little more incentive.
Yeah, this kid loves mayonnaise, right?
Oh, Chip, shut up.
E-Rock laughed at me, and I knew he wasn't going to come through. He openly laughed at me. And then Kenny calls back, I got a good idea. Call Pat from Moonaki.
What?
And I'm like, by the time he gets down there, no offense, Pat, I'm sure he's listening. I need my luggage immediately. I can't deal with the luggage showing up at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. Because then I would have to go to dinner and possibly Jimmy show him my smelly, sweaty sweatpants.
Well, you just buy one outfit, like one. I have a big Borgata. Look at my sweatshirt's a Borgata sweatshirt.
Yeah, I could have done
phenomenal.
that. I could have done that.
Phenomenal.
So, anything else to the story, E-Rock? Are we done with you?
So E-Rock basically told the guy who pays his rent to go fuck himself at a time of need.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
No one needs you.
This was a once-in-a-lifetime type of situation that I really needed help with.
Well, here's the thing.
Every weekend.
I never officially told him no, because I kept saying, let me find out, let me find out. No. Well, yeah, I did laugh, but I said, I didn't officially tell him no. I said, I'll have to find out. While I was trying to find out and stalling, he called somebody else.
Funny, E-Rock wasn't too busy with weekend programming when they went to go get wrestlers to sign stuff, was he?
That's right. What was that about?
No, just saying, other times he's gone to get wrestlers to sign stuff.
I know.
He never said, I can't get the Hulkamaniac to sign this, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, I know.
When Comic-Con was here.
Yep. Why is your voice so...
Exactly.
I don't know.
Because he was screaming, fuck Opie, driving down the fucking parkway.
I think you know who brought my luggage at this point. Someone had a rough weekend.
Exactly.
I do remember E-Rock leaving the weekend programming on a Friday before because he wanted the $1 Million Man to sign his $1 Million title belt when Comic-Con was here.
And if we could clear something up really quickly. Weekend programming probably amounts to about an hour and a half's worth of work.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, then you do it.
I used to, and I know how much time it takes.
I used to.
Not the way we do it, sorry.
No. Oh, that's the way we do it. What are you saying? Danny kind of rushed and was careless?
Well, yeah, you're right.
No,
I actually just did it instead of hanging around till 4 o'clock before I decided to fucking start doing something. I'm just sitting on you, Eric. I'm just fucking. Can we just have some fun and fuck around here on the
accusing you of
radio?
lollygagging. Yes. So what are you saying, E-Rock? And Danny didn't do it right. He wasn't thorough.
The way Danny did it to the way we do it now is totally different.
Yeah, now there's voice tracks.
Yeah. They make us voice track everything.
Okay.
So tack on.
So basically, he told me to go fuck myself. You really did.
Yeah.
You took a situation that Opie needed help, and it wasn't one of these, could you go to the store and pick this up and bring it to me?
Yeah.
It was like a real favor, like a real friend kind of, hey, I need this. I know it's really inconvenient, but this proves like how close you are, and you took that and said, fuck you and shit on it.
No, I never said that.
Well, figuratively.
Yes.
Like if Opie would have called you and said, "Hey, look, Hulk Hogan's down here, and he's got a 2-bedroom suite, and he's looking for a friend to have some dinner with."
Well, he was
intercourse.
No, the problem E-Rock had was he was trying to make a weekend out of it. I'm like, fuck making a weekend out of it and calling your girl and stuff. Just get my fucking luggage down here. It's a 3-day weekend. You'll still have a good weekend.
It's true.
Yeah. Drive down with my luggage, drop it off, and get your stupid ass back to New York.
Shit.
I need my fucking luggage.
And you could have skipped the Sam and Dave show or special delivery if you wanted to, since you were helping the boss.
That's right. It would have worked out.
But, somebody felt that the apple didn't need to be polished.
Nah. And E-Rock makes it sound like he never got back to me. I moved on because I knew what the answer was going to be. I'm like, fuck that. I got to get my fucking luggage.
E-Rock point value?
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, believe it...
Sam point value?
But E-Rock point value, no good.
No good. So then I was this close to tweeting, could someone get my luggage? Then I'm thinking, there's going to be a fan just digging through my shit.
Yeah, that's what you want, the fucking listener.
Right. Yeah.
They won't go through your fucking favorites on your computer.
Right. It's on. Just digging through my shit. I'm like,
pictures posted all over websites.
I'm like, this Twitter could finally work out and do something useful. I'm like, nah, maybe not.
Get your
not
shit
a good
stolen.
Idea. And the Pat from Menachie idea sucked because he has to come from Jersey, come back into the city. Then I'm like, it's not gonna work. So then I called Sam, and without hesitation,
well,
Sam.
you called, and I was hanging out with E-Rock at the time, and he hadn't said any of this, that he had laughed at you openly or anything like that. He hadn't even said the question would come up. And so I was like, oh, Opie's calling me, hang on.
And voice. Jimmy, why do you think his voice is bad?
I want to know why.
Why do you think his voice is so bad?
For the entire ride down, screaming, fuck Opie. And the entire ride back when he had his girl, just screaming, I ain't taking this shit no more. Special delivery is going to take off, and fuck him. I ain't luggage boy. Everyone's calling me luggage bitch boy. I'm a luggage cuckold. I'm a luggage cuckold.
But for the record, if you think my voice is bad now, you should have heard me struggling through special delivery on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. Yeah, obviously, Sam brought my luggage down. You know
how appropriate that his show is called Special Delivery. That's what he does.
It's a perfect name for your radio show.
Fetch my underpants.
I saw Sam the morning before he left Atlantic City, and he couldn't talk at all.
Why?
I don't know what happened. Because, well... You know how you guys...
Were you going, blackjack? No?
No.
Well, first of all, back to what I was saying a minute ago, I go, oh, Opie's calling me. And E-Rock laughs and he goes, huh, I know what this is about.
Oh, making fun of me.
Wow.
Really.
Just mocking
in
the
my
boss.
time of need.
And then that's when I found out. Like, I got off the phone. I was like, dude, I think I'm going to Atlantic City. And he goes, yeah, he called me. I laughed.
Is that true, E-Rock?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
yes, it is.
You know what kind of payback you're going to get? You are a dumb man.
And then I had to get myself...
I don't forget shit.
Oh, Steve from Bay Shore is saying, Sam was screaming, I don't deserve this shitty treatment. I'm half white.
Although I will say this, because my agent was ill, we had a nice room for Sam. I hope he didn't convince you that he paid for it. That was a room from us. Opie probably said, look, Sam, I'll get you a suite for the night.
Way to throw me under the bus. That's how I sweetened the deal, you
you got a free room?
He said, I'll get you a room. We're getting you a room now.
Yeah. That was from my agent. My agent was sick with the flu. You're welcome for the suite. He gets a suite at Borgata. Yeah.
So walk us through it, Sam. So then I called you.
Yeah, so then he called and he was like, first he picks up, he's like, hey Sam, you still at work? And I go, yeah, I figured he wanted me to, change something on his YouTube or, add something into the weekend programming or something.
Yeah, something easy.
But it was actually just to find out if I was still in the city. So he goes, how long are you going to be there? And I was like, I don't know, until, everything gets done.
When did you realize there was a problem? Was it the 2 questions starting off? This is called I'm going to paint this motherfucker into a corner. So where's your car? Oh, it's here. Okay, 3 down. He's removing every excuse you could have.
I wasn't born yesterday, my friend.
Then he goes,
I know how to work this shit.
You want to make $300?
Okay. It turned out to be whatever.
And I go,
how much normally do you get?
What do you mean?
Like if he says, do you want to make X amount, and you know it's just going to be a quick blowjob, how much does that normally? Pop this in your mouth, Jim.
Jesus.
But I go, yes.
Yeah,
and he goes,
because this place doesn't pay, Sam.
And he goes, okay, here's the story. And he tells me the story. And he goes, so I need you. And he didn't tell me about the room. So he goes, I need you to drive down to
we were
Atlantic
still trying to
City.
figure that out. I didn't know what was I mean, as we make the jokes, we weren't really sure because it was a sold-out fucking weekend down there.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to be driving down and driving right back. And then he said, we can maybe get you a room, blah, blah, blah. You stay for dinner, da, da, da. And I was like, yeah, okay. It was already.
Were you psyched about it?
No. And then,
no, of course not. Because just like us, he gets up early and fucking he just wants to go home and sleep.
And Opie's over there going, yeah, I need to get my nap. I can't nap because I don't have my luggage. And I'm like, well, I can't nap because I have to bring you your luggage and drive to Atlantic City. Plus, that morning, my girlfriend had texted me and said, you know what we should do tonight? And I said, what? Aww. And she said, we should just
act like slaves? Well. What luck.
She goes, we should order pizza to the apartment, sit at home, watch movies, and just relax, just have a night in. I go, that's a great idea. We're going back and forth. What DVDs are we going to watch at home? Da-da-da. And all of a sudden,
a nice romantic night.
I'm like, look, yeah, let me just
the two of you.
Let me just talk to Jess. I'll call you right back.
Boy.
And Hope's like, okay, yeah. And I text her, I'm like, Jess, we got to go to Atlantic City. She's like, no, we don't.
Oh, shit.
She goes, no, they can call someone else. Because Opie's wife had already been talking to her. She goes, they can call someone else.
Wow.
And I go, no, E-Rock laughed at them. We got to just go. We're just going to go.
That's not how that went. It was, what the fuck do you want me to do? The guy's my boss. He helps me out. He's trying to get me a raise. He treats me good. I can't say no.
I go, they're going to get us a room. And she's like, I'm at work. I'm at work until 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to drive down or do something. Just come to Atlantic City. We're going to have a room. I'm just going to go.
Why couldn't she just see you the next day?
She doesn't like sleeping alone in the apartment.
Aw, she's
it's adorable.
Yeah. She didn't, and we had plans. She
Absolutely. At least it's not an unhealthy codependent relationship. Where will you be?
You also, I work.
Please don't tell him that she had to get on a bus really late Friday night just to join that.
You hear that.
She doesn't want to sleep in the apartment, but she had to go to Brownsville and get a fucking bus. That's good.
No, she had to go to the Port Authority for real.
Port Authority, which
on
is
a Friday night.
The fucking dregs of
late
society.
Friday night.
Well, I work every Saturday night, so she didn't want, me to be gone all weekend again. Our weekends are few and far between. So,
no, they're not. They come every
shit.
But not for me, because I work on Saturdays.
Someone is saying, and you know what? A fact is a fact. E-Rock was getting even for the Stones concert when Opie left him in the parking lot.
Wow.
That's going back.
That's someone that's lingering longer.
No, I'm not that smart to think of that.
You forgot all about the time
I did, but I didn't think
that. When someone says revenge is a dish best served cold, he just hears dish best served cold and eats Gestapo. Wait. Gestapo.
Gestapo? You mean gazpacho?
Yes.
You said Gestapo.
Sorry, sitting next to you is rubbing off on me.
Gestapo too.
Blackjack!
Blackjack!
The Warsaw Ghetto!
Krieg.
E-Rick, what do you remember from the Rolling Stones show?
Being after the concert, being left in the parking lot at the Meadowlands, trying to find my way home,
and believing that we're somewhere in one of these cars.
How did you
waiting
get
for
home?
you?
Wound up taking one of those really late buses after most of the crowd was gone.
I just left them. I couldn't wait around anymore. Wow, fucking left them. Jesus.
Well, then Jess starts texting me and saying, well, just wait for me to get off work. And I go, I can't because Opie said he needed his luggage by the time dinner comes at 5:30.
I believe the word Opie used was pronto.
Lickety split.
Yeah.
He said he had to have his luggage by 5:30 because that was when the reservations were going to be.
And I'll be napping, and hopefully you'll be there in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she was happy. And so had her stress from work, and she was trying to figure out, but I was like, look, I'm going to go. And so I went and got his luggage, and then I started getting all these Twitter messages because Opie's decided to post on Twitter that everybody should ask me to come and bring his bags.
A little peer pressure.
And so everybody's Twittering me, hey, Sam, on your way back from AC, could you come by my house and fix me a cup of coffee? Hey, could you walk my dog? Which
right.
Terrific.
You should have done one of those. It would have been a good Twitter bit.
Yeah. So I drove the 2.5 hours and got to Atlantic City, at which point Jess was still trying to figure out if she was going to get there, because she just said, well, I don't want to drive because then we'll have 2 cars, and I don't even know how to get there. She's not good at driving. And so she ended up she works in Greenwich, so she had to drive home to Westchester.
Oh, my God.
Then get on the Metro North to the city.
Which is like a 40-minute train ride, 45 minutes.
Then get on the subway to the bus stop. What's it called?
Port Authority.
Port Authority. And then get on a bus from the Port Authority to Atlantic City, which got off at the Tropicana, and then take a cab.
Tropicana is the furthest point in Atlantic City away from the Borgata.
It was also really nice of you and Keith at dinner when I brought this up to claim that the Tropicana was an hour away from
we said it was an hour away.
Which is not true. It was 7 minutes, as
we said
Google
an hour.
Maps said. And also
torturing him.
Claimed that there was no possible way that Jess could get off this bus without being if not murdered, then brutally raped.
Yeah. Well, when you leave Port Authority to Atlantic City, you're not getting real top-of-the-line people, is what we're saying.
She found a smartly dressed, middle-aged black woman to sit next to, and she was just fine the entire way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Okay, all right.
But, I mean, once we got there, it was just time to milk as much money out of Opie as humanly possible.
Oh, yeah? How'd that work?
They did well.
As soon as
they did well, trust
Jess
me.
got there, I had her calculate her travel expenses.
So I had to pay that.
Which was $52.
What do you mean you flew first class? $52.
So you got $52?
And I sat down at the table and said, Opie, 52. And just started pointing at Jess.
But you should have said 100. I wouldn't have known.
And then
I think you weren't smart as far
Opie
as that
gave me
goes.
money to gamble.
Okay.
At which point I told him I was already ahead. I wouldn't
how much
be
was
gambling.
that?
It was $300. He gave me a full $300.
Okay.
But I told him I wasn't going to be gambling.
Plus expenses, plus a few meals, plus
Then he
the
paid
room
for
thing,
it.
I guess, technically.
Plus a job, Ope.
Plus a job, sure.
Made him pay for all the meals.
What?
The meal. Well, actually, not all the meals, but most of them. We
What are you talking
Well,
about?
the first one was paid for by
Jimmy's
Jim's,
people.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Jim's
but
you weren't
Jim and his manager split the first one. If my manager had to convince you guys he paid for that, I'll fucking spit on his monogram
I
shirt.
threw in a $300 tip on that, by the way, cash.
I was annoyed my manager allowed you to do that, because if I was there, you would not
It was
have.
a pleasure to do.
No, I would not have allowed that.
I just want it known that's what happened.
Me and Jonathan split that, and then I found fucking Chisler Jonathan. I found out poor Anthony had to put in for the tip. You don't fucking make your friends pay for the tip.
Had me a bag of shells.
All right, still.
And had a nice
If
weekend.
Anthony was
And had a nice weekend.
You don't make Anthony pay for the tip. You just tell him to fucking tell them, look, that it's for him. So they just give it to him for free. Stupid manager.
You forgot to tell him what I did when you showed up with my luggage. By the way, but I made videos of all this on my YouTube channel.
It was really nice. He figured after I drove that he would send Kenny down to the lobby to bring me up. That he wouldn't.
Well, Kenny's always the better person to get people.
So Kenny brought me to his room, at which point Opie decided that was the time to make a nice Twitter video.
After he's been
I really felt like being in a Twitter video at that point. So because Opie had gotten his 1 hour nap in, I had used that time to drive to bring him his luggage. And he opened the door with his little cell phone video camera on and said, thanks for the luggage, and took all the luggage and slammed the door on my face.
Oh, okay.
Which was perfect. Exactly what I wanted to do. Also, the irony wasn't lost that now I was in Atlantic City with no luggage.
Because he couldn't.
Oh, wait a minute.
Because he couldn't go home and get any clothes.
He told me I couldn't go home.
Yeah, he had to leave from work.
He needed his luggage.
So what did you do?
So he was down
Jess,
there with no fucking luggage.
Pack whatever you can. But Jess had no time to pack anything because she had to make the train to the subway to the bus to the cab.
So what did you two do with no clothes?
Well, Jess made sure to pack her clothes, but there was not too many Sam clothes in the bag.
Holy shit.
I just,
oh my God.
I wore what I had on.
Oh my
Let me paint the different pictures of the two hosts. Ope's room is a little Twitter video going on of Sam. In your room, there's fucking bumper cars and alcoholism.
Bumper cars.
There's a fucking there's a woman with a fucking severed leg while you ride around with her health vehicle, throwing shots, flaming shots at each other, setting the curtains on fire. And Opa's waiting for his blanket so he can take a nappy before Din-Din.
Look, we got some fucked up personalities in this room. What can I tell you?
How does this show work?
I don't know.
That's hysterical.
And in my stupid fucking brain, it was all logical. It was all logical that Sam should be in Atlantic City with no luggage and I should have all my luggage.
Especially since you know that Sam and Dave show that Eric had to get back here for?
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
That would be the Sam part.
That's your show.
And my voice started going throughout the night, and I guess being in a smoky casino was not the best.
Not a fan that they brought that smoking back.
You needed a lozenge.
Not a fucking
I didn't have any lozenges.
Baby boy needed a clean room and a lozenge.
I didn't have time to pack any lozenges.
Well, someone should have gotten them for you.
Yeah, some lozenges.
You should have charged Opie for them. $200 for lozenges. I'm going to tell you, it's a casino.
And then I sent Jess off to play the slot machines with Opie's wife and told her, we both know who should be paying for these slot machines.
How'd they do?
I think they were up, but they were up,
Yeah.
They weren't making Kumia money.
Well,
Sam, here. This will hurt. Here.
Cool. That's for the room.
Give him that extra $100. Jesus Christ. All right, I get it. I saw. Take the $100.
Then he gave me like $20 for parking.
Oh, okay.
Which was
I gave you more than that, didn't I?
Well, no, you gave me more for gas. Then 20 for parking, which was $5, by the way. But that 20's gone.
All right, nice. Good scam. Good one.
And I had to leave early Saturday afternoon to make sure. But the guilt didn't stop because I go, Opie, where am I going to hang out? Because I'll get back several hours before the show, but I'm not going to go back to work. And he goes, okay, do you guys want to hang out in my apartment? While we're in Atlantic City before your show.
Did you just fuck all over the place?
So Jess and me went to Opie's apartment for like 3 hours.
Look,
I bet it looks like you have a cornflake on your pillow now. You see the asshole print on the pillow?
Just rubbed his ass on my pillow. Sam knows how to work it.
But yeah.
Don't let him fool you.
I mean, I say I walked out of there a winner. But I had no voice for the show on Saturday.
No, huh?
No.
Poor bastard.
Well, it's tough for me, too. I mean, I had to share a limo with like 5 other people.
Yeah.
A super stretched limo. What do you think? It's 1,000 feet long? I mean, it still
sucked.
There was luggage in there.
Yeah,
crutches and stuff.
That's another thing.
And they don't have any real meal food in there. It's like fucking peanut M&Ms and stuff.
In the limo.
Yeah. It's just they don't even have like big sodas. They're just like old little ones.
Yeah.
That's
These guys decided to have a great fucking dessert night. They had dessert night when I was hibernating, and what did you guys get?
We got everything.
Everything chocolate ice cream and peanut butter cups and chocolate and fucking all kinds of shit.
Yay.
And they sat there mowing down on this garbage.
Well, that was when Ant was he was hibernating, and we just didn't know what to do with ourselves that night. So
I had to wait 45 minutes for my shitty oatmeal.
What are you kidding? By the time I hung the phone up, ding dong, food's in.
What do you mean? You didn't call butler service?
Yeah, the butler will bring it.
But Danny, a limo is still a lot better than Sam. You guys didn't have it equally.
It was so uncomfortable.
Literal Jim.
You also have to realize that my Jeep Wrangler, my 2-door Jeep Wrangler,
driven by a rump one.
Stephen Hess from Bayshore. He's looking at the videos I posted. He goes, "Oh, the only way that video would have been better is if you chipped one of Sam's teeth when the door slammed."
My two-door Jeep Wrangler was also chock full because Opie doesn't exactly pack light for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
He had 2 big suitcases, one that was so full it couldn't zip, so I just had to carry it without stuff spilling out of it.
What the hell are you bringing for
a 1.5 day trip?
As well as like 3 dry clean shirts
I needed
and
choices.
a leather jacket.
I needed choices.
Everything fit in my backpack.
Like, I needed choices.
Exactly. 2 shirts and a liver.
If you saw the last episode of Jersey Shore, the situation went to Atlantic City with like 4 outfits for one night.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was weird because I saw it after I brought Opie's luggage. I was like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. That's hysterical. Holy shit.
I gotta buy a bigger bag.
Who had more stuff, you or the chick?
No, the girl always will.
Yeah?
Have more stuff.
I was assuming the giant bag was the wife's bag.
All right.
And it's because of my OCD. I can't fucking make a decision. So I'm like, just bring it all.
Luckily,
it's not even. I don't even end up using anything.
You got to make yourself just go. Look, 2 nights, bring 2 shirts. That's it.
But then I'm like, I like that shirt too, and I like that one. It's not about having real choices down there. It's my OCD fucking brain. I can't just pick a couple things and throw it in a bag.
Luckily,
and I can't pack the night before, which drives Kenny nuts.
You should just do it. Make yourself do it.
I can't do it.
What will happen if you do it? What would happen?
I just work under pressure better. I just can't do it.
I love packing the night before.
I can't do it because then I'm like, and then in the morning I start looking at my stuff and then go, all right, what can I change up here?
Never.
And then I end up using none of it. I was in my sweatpants. No offense, Sam, you didn't even have to come down.
Oh,
I spent the whole weekend in my sweatpants.
No offense.
Yeah. Now, you had nice boots on when I saw you. You look like you were
but I
dressed.
had some nice sneakers and my sweatpants that I wore the whole weekend, except for when I went to your show, and then I had a fucking pair of jeans and a shirt. That's all I used in that whole thing.
Lucky for me, once I got there, I really didn't have a lot of struggling as to what outfit to wear. I just wore the one I put on at 4:30 in the morning on Friday, and then I came to work in it.
See, that's a much easier life, Sam. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, and then he goes,
I wish I could do that.
I had to nap because I got up at 5 o'clock, and I was like, yeah, that's like getting up at 3 o'clock and then having to drive to Atlantic City.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you rubbing it in?
No, I'm just kind of painting a picture.
Okay.
I didn't get the chance to nap in the limo.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I could have sent the car for Jess, and she could have stayed in our suite and everything.
Why
and it would
couldn't
have
you
been
just
fine.
set the car and she could have stayed in my room?
Nah, because if I'm going to send the car, she could hang out and nice dinners and everything in the room.
Well,
you
I'm
know,
glad
just
you took
things
the
like
bus
that.
then.
Massage table.
The bus was
the best moment when Sam was down there, though, you forgot it. We're all at dinner. Sam got to go to the big dinner.
Yeah.
And we're all ordering big boy food. Real nice pieces of fish and pasta dishes that are a little fancier than usual, and some nice apps and nice glass of wine. And Sam's pizza comes out.
Sam got a pizza.
It looked so out of place at this dinner.
It was an Italian place, and margarita pizza was on the menu, not the children's menu, the menu.
So then Aunt decides, well, it must be Sam's birthday if he's having a pizza.
Yeah.
So then we were singing Happy Birthday to Sam.
Yes.
For, I don't know, an hour straight or
Which
something.
is exactly.
And he started screaming at the top of his lungs. That's why you lost your voice. He started screaming, it's not my birthday.
And the waitress just kept coming over and happy birthday, by the way. And it was just like, I just drove here. I was at work, and now I'm here. And
bastard.
And what's this picture you're showing me, Danny?
That's all my desserts.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
All the desserts.
Let's say hi to...
like disgusting pigs, too.
Let's say hi to Chip. Chip.
Hey, I was listening to you guys read my tweet. I said, Sam, I forgot all my stuff. Maybe you could come bring it to me. And I left some potatoes at home. Stuff.
Some potatoes and home stuff. What is that even mean?
I don't know. Let's go to Connecticut. Who's this from Connecticut?
Steve from Connecticut.
Hi, Steve. What do you got?
Hey, Sam's first book is going to be entitled Satan Wears Levi's. He's going to change his name to Ramon.
Sam, for being on the luggage.
You know what the best part about singing Happy Birthday to Sam at the end? We all went, what race are you?
Let's get a footer. Footer!
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Yo, what the fuck does beautiful, sexy, perfect-ass, great-smiled Jess get out of all this? I mean, fucking Sam, honestly, what are you doing? You're gonna fucking lose that hot piece of ass.
She had a good time. Yeah, that's the thing. She had a good time once she was there, but from 1:30 p.m. when I found this out until 8 p.m. when she got on the bus, it was just me texting saying, "Don't worry, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Don't worry, we'll just do this. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Don't worry.
Justify it to her.
Don't worry, we'll have a good time. Free hotel room. It'll be fun. It'll be fun."
Hey, Sam, do you realize you put your girl on the same fucking track that like a hooker on a Friday night would jump at Port Authority and go, you know what? I need some extra money, so let me hit AC to hit the high rollers. You put your chick on a hooker cruise.
Jesus, Footer.
Well,
you did. The hooker bus.
right, though, man.
She ended up not going to prostitution. She got in a cab
Jesus.
to the Tropicana.
You know of.
I know of. Jess is a sweet girl, but I know she wanted to motherfuck me. She wanted to say, you know, motherfucker, enough.
She was.
Oh, you're the boss, though. Oh, you're the boss.
Well.
Sam is a fucking, no offense, Sam, but you're a nobody.
None taken.
Oh, I thought he was going to call him something else.
All right.
Sam, you're
You certainly acted like one.
Jesus.
That's right. Why don't you shuffle up here with my luggage?
All right, I guess that's the.
I gotta pee.
I guess that's the luggage story, huh? Fuck you, E-Rock. By the way, fuck you.
Yeah, E-Rock.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You one-way motherfucker.
Exactly.
And by the way, he's
not even because he said no. Sam, you could have said no in the end. I just want to make that perfectly clear. It would have been a drag. But E-Rock didn't even. He just laughed at me.
Didn't try to help the boss.
Just laughed and said, "I'll get back to you," and I couldn't wait any longer.
And
that's the reason why I had to move on, because you weren't getting back to me. Because you didn't think it was an emergency like I did.
And on Saturday, by the way, that he had to get back for, he still didn't get to the 9 p.m. Sam and Dave show until about 8:30 p.m.
Well, he must have been busy preparing all day.
Yeah. I run your board. What was I supposed to do?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Oh, too busy.
Now you're not saying it was very important or would have taken a lot of time.
Skipped AC for it.
Yep.
Skipped out on the boss.
All right, we'll do some other things. We didn't even talk about Jimmy's mom and dad coming, and
what's nothing to talk about?
Well, you exchange gifts and stuff.
I want to hear about some of the gifts that he got.
Yeah, we want to hear about the gifts your mom did. What Jimmy got for Christmas. They exchanged gifts finally.
Oh, I'll bring the bag in tomorrow that my fucking parents brought to the Borgata, full of gifts. I have a bunch of shirts that I'm going to bring in.
Did you wake up your poor parents just so they could exchange gifts?
No, we did it that night. I did it at night.
At night? Okay.
Yeah. I have to piss badly.
All right, we'll do that, and we'll continue. Thanks, Sam. Fuck you, E-Rock.
You're welcome.
How'd it go in Atlantic City this weekend?
It was great. My favorite part was seeing you.
Oh,
I was happy we got to spend some time together. Who knew that Andy gambled and cursed as loudly in a casino as he does?
Yeah, he's
a wild man.
You might be thinking of Anthony. I'm not sure.
Oh, Anthony's from Opie and Anthony. He has a pillow that he screams into. It was like watching The Bad Lieutenant and Barfly. What an animal.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. Of course, Norton was on Red Eye last night with our friends Andy Levy and Greg Gutfeld and Bill. What's Bill's last name there, Jimmy?
Bill Schultz.
Bill Schultz. Yeah, I know that. It just escaped me for a moment. So, Andy was a lot of fun to hang out with. A lot of fun. Big hockey fan. I did not know that about Andy Levy. Big Islanders fan, which was nice. So he'll be going to a game, which means Stephen S. from Bayshore out. Not necessarily out, just moves down the list of potential people to bring to the Islanders game.
Yes, he does.
As they do exactly what I told everybody, that they would have a much better second half of the season. Shutting out the Devils last night. DP with a freaking shutout. First time in, I don't know, almost 2 years. 4-0.
Double penetration? What?
Yeah, double penetration, yes. Yeah. Rick, double penetration and goal there. What were we? So Jimmy's parents went to Atlantic City to see.
Yes, they did.
To see Jimmy.
Their baby boy.
And that's the only time I guess your parents get to see you, because they moved pretty far away from little Jimmy. They live close to Atlantic City.
Yeah, they see me during the year, but not as much as they do this time of year. I always have them come to the Borgata because it's convenient for them, and I'm on the road so much. It's hard for them to get, when am I going to see my parents? I'm a terrible son. What can I tell you? I'm a sex addict and a disappointment.
You're wonderful, and I'm sure they love you.
They do, and they like coming to see me, but I always know we're going to exchange gifts while I'm down in AC. So that's what we do.
How do you say you're a terrible son?
No, I'm not a terrible son. I just, you know,
All right.
'cause I'm gone a lot, and I'm busy, and I'm not as attentive as I should be.
It's tough to go out of your way to go see them.
Yeah, it's 2 hours, and, you know, again, I
You
work
don't have
every
a lot
night.
of free time.
Especially since Jay's show started. And literally, I have been constantly working on material that is ultimately just going to be burned on the show and not get to, you know, it's going to be burned.
So, I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Well, it depends.
You can stop me.
No!
Jimmy's mom was backstage after Saturday's show. By the way,
the whoring around with the black guy, she was joking.
By the way, Jimmy killed. I was at both shows Friday and Saturday. Friday's crowd was mellow, but they were into it.
Yeah.
Saturday, they were animals. Same material, and a great crowd reaction both nights, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Saturday, much better, because I guess...
Absolutely.
Because I guess Friday's crowds are a little weird, because they're a little tired from working all
Friday's crowds, and this is the, they asked Steve Martin why he stopped doing stand-up. He goes, Late Show Friday. And it's like,
really?
it's legendary. But they were not a bad crowd. They were just a little more subdued. Because, again, they work all week. They come out. It's just a little bit more subdued, especially in a casino, because that's the day they arrive. And, you know, I always know, because Amy Schumer works with me a lot.
Funny.
She's hilarious.
Funny comic,
and
by
she
the way.
fucking kills with my audiences, and she's not cutesy. She's just a funny...
No, she is cutesy. But her material isn't.
No, physically she's attractive, but I mean, her material is not cutesy on stage.
No,
She's
not at
fucking,
all.
you know, does abortion and miscarriage joke, you know, and she's funny off stage. So I can always tell, like, she thought they were, you know, she was like, yeah, they were a little bit tight, but not. So whenever I see her set, I kind of can gauge what the crowd is.
Yeah.
And Saturday was just a better night for both
So
of us.
then your parents were there Saturday night, and after the show, they're talking, and then Jimmy's mom's like, I got your Christmas gifts. And I don't know, you said something like, maybe Kenny could go get them for me, and she's like, she got so bummed because she wanted Jimmy, little Jimmy, her little son, that will always be probably 12 years old in her eyes, to open up the gifts in front of her. That's all she wanted from her son.
I don't want my parents buying me gifts. It's like...
But it makes them happy.
I know that, but you know what? Let's have dinner. I don't want them spending their money.
By the way, this is coming from the guy that hasn't talked to his mom in over a year, so, you know, I'm a jerk too, but...
No, I love my parents, and I like them, too. Not just love them, I like them. But I don't want them spending any of their fucking money. I'm like, just get me a card, not even a gift card. Just sign it.
Oh.
You know, yeah, card. And your mother always told me, enunciate those D's.
But your mom was sad. She's like, she goes to me, I just want him to open up the gifts in front of me.
So I said this. Kenny
It was her big moment.
Here's what's going to happen. Kenny and my dad went to the car to get the gifts. I went upstairs to my room with my mom and, you know, my suite. So we sat in the living room of my suite. And, my dad, Kenny, came up with a bag that is literally how I'm 5'11", so it's probably up to my. Are you trying to squeeze? It's on me somewhere. Lying by 5 inches. The bag comes up to almost my chest, and it has a giant fucking faggot Christmas penguin on it or something, or some Christmas snowman, and it's green, and you know, there's Christmas gifts for me and my chick, and it was humiliating. And I had to open the Christmas gifts, and they were better this year than normal.
Oh, but still, like,
but I
hate opening Christmas gifts.
Despise. Axe cologne. Like, what am I in the fucking Jersey Shore? They got me Axe body spray, and they got me a Nautica cologne.
Oh,
yeah, which is really cool. It's great. I spray it in the bathroom to cover my shit fumes.
They're listening to this show.
Exactly. Hint. I'm a gentleman. If you want to buy me cologne, go to Hermes. So we had.
What other gifts did you get?
A couple of T-shirts, which I actually liked. They got my girlfriend Paris Hilton cologne, which is perfume. I mean, which is great, you know, because I'm dating apparently a 13-year-old girl. And they gave her not far off. They gave her
that's why I wasn't
Paris Hilton perfume.
I was like, I thought she was a little older, but it fits.
What else did they give me? The Nautica. They gave me the Axe body spray. 2 shirts, a gray one and a black one, which I liked. A couple of like collar shirts, which were nice. Actually, a black, shiny, no wrinkle collar shirt.
Permanent press.
Yeah. And it was so itchy. I have to have it dry cleaned. I couldn't wear it. Neck's a little too small, so we'll see how long that one makes it in the Norton household.
Shit.
Shiny, no wrinkle shirt. What else did they?
Shit, we're assholes.
No, you're not. What else?
all
did
are just
I'm trying to go over the gifts,
assholes.
the other gifts.
What'd you get her?
A book on serial killers.
Nice. You like the serial killer thing?
Sure, I do. And who needs to go online and look at them all over the place when you can hold a book that will be outdated in 2 days? A book about serial killers. A couple other things.
Wow, they got you a lot of stuff, Jimmy.
They got me a sweatshirt, which I liked.
Nice.
There was some sailing, USA sailing team.
Like you're on a sailing team?
Yeah, but I liked it. It was a cool sweatshirt. Like, I'll wear it.
I knew there was going to be someone. Hold on a minute. Dave in Indiana.
Dad from...
As soon as you said it, I knew someone would be calling right away. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I feel like such a loser because Nautica and Axe body spray is exactly what I wear. And I'm shitting all over it.
Oh, I'm not shitting on it. I mean, it's good stuff, but you know.
You know.
What do you want me to tell you?
It's okay, Jimmy. I love you anyway.
I'm giving a lot of my old shirts, by the way. My girlfriend went ballistic over my shirts and how fucking hard. She just attacked me for how horrible most of my shirts are.
But she's sending the pictures to everybody, Jimmy.
Well, we're going to take photos of me.
Did I see
in
one,
the shirts?
Did I see a shirt where you had the buttons had little flames on them?
Yes, that was the one that Colin informed me I looked like a Cuban domino player in.
Just little flames on the buttons. That's it. The rest of the shirt, I think, was normal. Like it was a black, I think, collar or dark blue.
Yeah, it was a dark shirt, and it had
so
the two blue stripes down each side. It had fucking like electric blue stripes. I'm gonna bring them in and give them the Bobo. The shirts because a lot of them my parents gave me over last year. I'm like, where's this one from? Oh, it's a Nautica button up. That was 2 years ago, Christmas. So we're going to see what Bobo, starting his new comedy career, could do with some shirts on Friday.
Wow, yeah. Well, that's not very nice.
I'm going to give
you.
some clothes. And maybe the staff may want some. Danny or Sam or Travis or Butcher or one of our interns may want to look snazzy and see some of my snazzy shirts.
Yeah, let's do a little fashion show with you.
Yeah, I think we should.
One of our interns was mugged this morning, so maybe that would cheer him up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll get into the Love Buzz story. I mean, too much to do today, but Love Buzz got mugged on the way in today.
Mugged.
One of our new interns that we introduced to you guys, I think, last week. But let's do a fashion show, and you can tweet the pics, because a lot of people saying you got to tweet this shit.
I'm going to.
All right, good.
And I'm going to. I want to take some photos of myself in the shirts.
Yeah.
They're not good.
Where'd you get your parents?
I gave them a gift certificate.
For a restaurant?
For Macy's. No, I gave them a gift certificate.
Nice.
I didn't know what to get them. I gave my sister and my nephew cash. Buy what you want. And, I'm not a good, I don't do a lot of gift shopping. Here's the money. Go get whatever you fucking want.
It comes down to here's the money. Just do it.
I would rather just get cash, too. For my parents, I don't want anything. My sister gave me a Cowboys t-shirt, which was nice. It's like, I don't want them spending a lot of money on me. I really don't. It's like, keep your money and buy yourself stuff. I don't want it.
Well,
A little card is nice. That's nice.
Yes.
Or how about dinner? We'll go out to dinner.
Oh, that's good. All right.
But I feel bad they spend money, man. It's like,
I know.
I don't want them. They won't let me give them money, and
it just makes them happy.
I know,
because
but
they go out and try to find stuff that you would like.
Yeah.
What else they got to do?
fail
They're
miserably.
retired. What are they supposed to do?
They fail
They're supposed to
miserably
find
at finding
buffets.
stuff I like.
They have to find buffets and shop for
They
their
don't know
son.
what I like.
Yeah, that's weird that parents just don't know what you like.
They have no idea.
All of a sudden you hit an age and they just don't know what you like anymore.
as a kid,
As a kid, they usually get it right. Well, then again, you're giving them the fucking list from Santa.
I want toys, I want this.
Right.
And then you get a little older and they start getting you stuff you just kind of need, like underwear and socks and things like that.
Yeah.
And then they figure out, well, he's got his underwear and socks, now I got to get him, like, clothes. And they see you, they know what you wear, but between the eyes and the fucking brain, they just can't figure it out.
John from Bayville says we should do a sweater show. Can we get some trumpeters, please?
Maybe we can get the big fish bowl.
That's funny. Accordion players are some horrible fucking
Can we get trumpeters for the Jimmy Norton shirt
The only way to
fashion
do
show?
it.